Guy, you're gonna love him. Like I said, all the way from parts unknown. Everybody, give it up for Chuck Fury.
I'm not a gang member. This is just my fat fuck rag because it's kind of hot. I know. Yeah, my name is Chuck Fury. My preferred pronoun is that motherfucker. This motherfucker works too. Like, I didn't. It's not really preferred. I didn't know I had pronouns until the other day. It was just like that's the way people talk about me. Like, I never even knew I had them. Like, nobody says his or he anymore. It's like when my name come up, it's like Chuck Fury. That motherfucker ain't shit. This motherfucker, he's stupid. Did you see what that motherfucker did last night? So, yeah, I didn't choose the pronouns, they chose me, right? I was born like this, I can't help it. Yeah, I'm just fucked up. I do fucked up shit, so I'm that motherfucker. So when EK told me about this, I was like, man, you know they do not let my filthy ass do no stand-up in Utah County. That shit is not allowed. I was serious too, and then he explained like what this was. It got really cool, like you see that in Pulp Fiction where they accidentally shoot the dude in the face, right? And Marcellus is on the phone with Jules telling him that he gonna send the wolf to do cleanup. Yeah, it was kind of like that, because like, oh wow, you gonna send me to the city limits to do Provo UNcensored? EK got all Marcellus Wallace on me. He was like, yeah. You feel better, motherfucker? Yeah, I turned into Jules. I was like, shit, jalapeno, that's all you had to say. Like, I'm serious. I'm excited to be here tonight because I am actually from Utah County. This is where I live. Like, well, kind of like, not really. Like, I live in my car, and this is where I sleep at night. So let me start that over. I'm excited to be here tonight because I am homeless in Utah County. So, yeah, and I really like this venue because I am a sick fuck. And I know y'all motherfuckers are my people. Like, yeah, I know this shit because I hope I don't get nobody, was anybody coming here pre-pandemic? I don't want to get nobody in trouble. I used to do Lyft like pre-pandemic, and I would do a lot of pickups here at closing time. And like most of the time, we would just be going to the motel down the street, right? And it would be like, sometimes two of you, but sometimes groups of 3, 4, and more. It's like, and some of you motherfuckers couldn't even wait till we got to the motel. Like, I seen some freaky shit in the back seat of my car. Not like I would ever like spy on anybody in the rear view mirror, but now I wasn't mad at y'all though, because I was jealous. Something wrong with that. Can I join in? Now, I'm glad y'all are scandalous though, because I am gonna say some fucked up shit. For those of you who maybe aren't as scandalous as others, like if I say some shit that's outlandish and it strikes you as funny, it's okay to laugh. Like, what I'm trying to say is Jesus ain't gonna send you to hell with me, right? Like, you can laugh at some shit. Like, I'm the one who's gonna take the punishment for saying you might just get like a strong talking to or yeah, some shit like that. I do have a couple requests though before we go on. Like, please, I thought they're gonna be service, but please use the bar staff and tip them well. See, they're like my best friends because it is their job to give you enough alcohol that you think I'm funny. Alright? Now, the other request I have is like, if I'm a little bit off tonight, like just please like forgive me. I'm still trying to get my bearings because I just got off drugs like 24 years ago. I'm still a little fucked up. Now, I didn't even want to stop doing drugs at the time. Like, I kind of had to. Like, you know how some people smoke a little weed and then have deep, meaningful insights into the nature of the universe? Yeah, I don't do that. Now, I smoke too much PCP, take off all my clothes, and run down the street in the middle of December with a sock on my cock and it's fancy, according to the police report. You know the cool thing about being a drug addict is I don't have to really write jokes. I just stand up here and tell y'all what happened. Goddamn, I love this place. Obviously, eventually I did lose the desire to use drugs, and at first I thought it was that I had become a better person. But then I realized, I just don't need to be fucked up anymore to be my true self. A degenerate asshole. In treatment, they call that owning our behaviors. I kind of have to own my behavior now, though, because motherfuckers know I can actually remember what I did the night before. It's got me into some awkward conversations. I'll be saying fucked up shit like, nah, man, I absolutely did not have sex with your niece last night. She might have gave me a little blowjob, but that's it. I'm sorry, Dad. I don't know what to tell you. Was that too much? Oh, come on, y'all. I'm just kidding. That didn't really happen. That didn't really happen. I did not apologize. Y'all ever had like somebody try to identify with you, but the shit they're saying ain't like really even in the same ballpark? Like, it happens to me with the drug addiction all the time. Like this chick the other day told me, I know exactly what you're going through. I'm addicted to chocolate. Like, chocolate? Oh, really? I didn't know you was missing all that time from work, strung out on chocolate. To tell you the truth, I'm a little offended. I mean, you never offered to suck my dick for no chocolate. One of my boys is going to tell me he addicted to caffeine. I said, what, you a caffeine addict? He said, yeah, bro. I can't even get going in the morning without it. I was like, yeah, but that's what it's for. Like, well, next you're going to tell me you're addicted to aspirin because you can't get rid of your headache without it? Motherfucker, tell me when you need caffeine to go to sleep. Like, shit. Caffeine addiction is what drug addicts do when we get off of real drugs. I'm like, what, you practicing for meth? Have you ever even been to a recovery meeting? Like, after you fight your way through all the cigarette smoke to get to the front door, you're going to find like 12 motherfuckers with energy drinks sitting around the table with 6 pots of coffee brewed so thick that you have to chew it. It's like, caffeine and nicotine is all we got left, bro. And he was like, no, you don't understand. I can't live without it. I said, you can't live without it? I said, maybe I'm wrong. Let me ask you this question. If they made caffeine illegal tomorrow, but you found out you could buy a kilo, and it was going to cost you $10,000, would you do anything in your power to buy it? And he thought about it for a minute. He was like, absolutely. That's like over $20,000 worth of Red Bull. I was like, motherfucker, you ain't no addict. Like, an addict ain't going to do that kind of math to make sure we get in a fucking bargain, man. Like, and I ain't going to buy that shit anyway. He was like, why? What would you do? I said, now that I know this, motherfucker, I'm gonna wait for you to buy it and shoot you in the fucking face. I just shoot you in the face with that Red Bull comment anyway. Shit. He was hurt. He was like, I thought we were friends. I was like, we are friends, man. That's why I'm telling you this shit. I'm telling you the truth. Like, you cannot trust a real addict with that information. Like, I cannot be trusted with any substance. Like, I had to quit drinking because I can't even do that shit right. Like, you know how a lot of dudes got these epic drinking stories? Yeah, I don't have that shit. No, I got tragic stories, but the closest I get to epic is, hey, at least nobody died or went to jail. Like one time, it was back in the early 90s, and that's about as close as I'm going to be able to remember. Me and my boys went to this titty bar. Now, Metallica happened to be in town, so toward the end of the night, we're sufficiently inebriated, and we are getting ready to depart for the evening. But this rumor started going around the bar that Metallica had caught ahead, and it was actually coming in. So, I mean, the wait staff, they were all excited. Like, they were roping off a VIP section, because I guess that's how you turn a titty bar into a gentleman's club. I don't know. But we said, we're not going to wait to see if this rumor's true, and we headed for the front door. And no bullshit, no sooner did we hit the lobby than in walks Metallica, and they got like next to no security. And we're standing face to face with these guys. This is an absolute true story. They are cracking jokes, they're laughing, they're in a good mood. They were actually really cool. I mean, this story should go something like, yo, then we did shots with Metallica, smoked a little Thai bud, went back to their room, and partied with strippers all night. Dude, it was epic. That ain't the way this story goes. No, because some fucking asshole we were with decided it would be a better idea for him to try to fight Metallica. Yeah. But then instead throw up all over himself and pass out on his way to another of our tequila hangovers. Now, as luck would have it, it turns out that motherfucker, it might have been me. But this time, at least nobody died or went to jail. Thank you. You know, when you first get into recovery from drug addiction, they tell you that you need to have a spiritual practice. That's why I masturbate religiously. Yeah, my drug counselor was not amused. He gonna ask me, what would Jesus do? So, what would Jesus do? About jerking off? This motherfucker's 2,000 years old and ain't never had no pussy. I think he might have invented it. I don't even think it's a sin. Which commandment is that? Where is this elusive Bible verse that says, thou shalt not pleasure thy member? What if I go my entire life and I refrain from this immensely pleasurable activity? And then I die and Jesus walks up and goes, you know you could have been jerking off the whole time, right? Then I think, what if it is a sin? And what if Jesus actually died for your sins? That would mean every time you don't touch yourself, it's like Jesus died for nothing. I don't know about y'all, but I don't need that shit on my conscience. I really don't want to be ungrateful either. I mean, this perfectly good masturbation is already paid for. And it was expensive. And Jesus went to all that crucifixion. He'd be ashamed to let it go to waste. That's right, y'all. I drink it for Jesus. Can I get an amen? Oh, shit. See, when I told y'all you weren't going to hell, the ones that said amen, that might be the ones that's coming with me. I'll put in a good word for y'all, though. Not with Jesus, with the devil. When we get there, I'll tell him to go easy on y'all. I'm one of his best workers and shit. And so, I used to know this cat, right? He was so hung up on his own sexuality that he refused to masturbate because he thought that would make him gay. Yeah, we'll just call him Leroy because that was his name. I was like, he's dead, so I don't think he'll care if I tell y'all this story now. No, this was like the most ignorant shit I had ever heard. So Leroy decided he needed to explain it to me. He looked me dead in the eye and he said, think about it. Every time you touch yourself, you're getting sexual pleasure from a male hand manipulating your genitals. And that is a homosexual act. So I looked him dead in the eye and I said, Leroy, I'm gay. He apologized immediately though. He was like, hey man, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I didn't know you were gay. I was like, yeah, neither did I until you told me that shit. Now he was all kinds of confused at this point. He's going, I don't understand. So you're not gay? And I'm going, yeah, I'm pretty sure one of us is. Hey, look, bro. Either you are the world's biggest closet case, or your logic is correct, in which case I might possibly be the gayest man who has ever walked the earth. You can quit jerking off if you want to, but my choice is stop masturbating and be gay. Shit, I'm gonna buy a pride flag and stay fabulous. One of my gay friends got mad at me the first time I told that joke a couple months ago. I didn't understand because it's a true story, you know. I said, how are you going to be mad at me for Leroy's homophobia? But he explained it to me. He was like, hey man, you use the word fabulous and that's a stereotype. I know, motherfucker, that's why I said it. Shit. It wouldn't be a punchline if it wasn't a stereotype. It would just be some regular boring shit. Besides, you say that shit all the time. And he's like, yeah, but I'm gay, so when I say it, it's all right. When someone like you says it, it's homophobic. Like someone like me. And I was a little angry because this dude has known me for like literally decades. I was like, look, bro, we have been on the road together. We have stayed in the same hotel room. Sometimes we've even slept in the same bed. Hell, I shower in front of you at the gym. What I gotta do, suck your dick to prove I'm not homophobic? Man, I'm not gonna fall for that shit twice. I have my time up here. I'm sure I'll have a time close to it anyway. I just want to take a minute and thank the city limits here and everybody who worked here for letting us be here. I want to thank EK for hosting this and inviting me. I really want to thank your next two comics who both are far more experienced than me and were willing to share this stage. I really appreciate that. So Please treat them well. And most of all, I want to thank the most important person at a comedy show, which is y'all. Because this shit does not happen without you guys. And look, we got through this whole shit, and it might not have been epic, but at least nobody died and went to jail. Yeah. And my name is Chuck Fury. You can check me out at FuriousComedy.com, and y'all stay fabulous.
He's not dead.